So, what are you without language? And what if there's no next? What if that was just a thought?
Ah, that's marvelous. Yeah, that's instant rest. Yeah, that's freedom. There's no need to do anything, to be anything.
What about freedom from all concepts of freedom?
Wow.
Right? Because
Yeah,
those are just concepts, those are just
yeah.
ideas.
I feel mixed a bit. I feel wow because of this space there is and everything. And also I feel a bit sad, like
Mm,
I don't know why actually. I don't know why. It's just that sadness is here.
mm.
Maybe because I've been beating myself up for so long. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the saying about this, chop wood, carry water
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
and chop
Beautiful.
wood, carry water after.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter that much what is happening
Yeah. Yeah.
when not going into this one with the thoughts, right?
Mm.
And on the line, along the way, it can help you. It can be the reminder, oh, I got to do my taxes, right?
Yeah.
Those things can be there. And
Yeah.
yet, when seeing through this whole mind game, it's like it doesn't really matter that much, as for me at least. And
Hmm.
it can also be here with you. What happens or not happens? Because it matters if you're searching for something, if you want it differently.
Yeah.
But if it's all already here,
Yeah. But there's
like
judgment again over your thoughts, or over having thoughts.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's all like part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Wow. 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 Yeah.
Mhm. Maybe good to just take a moment for um like there is probably some kind of intention why you came here. There's a
Hmm.
probably a reason. If you check in with yourself like right now, like just wondering like what could that be? Like the why you are here.
Yeah, I think it's mostly curiosity. Yeah.
Hmm,
Yeah. Yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Curiosity to what it could bring or what it,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. I'm open to what wants to express itself today, what wants
Mm.
to happen. I don't know. So, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Hmm.
See. Okay, okay. So let's just start at like this instant.
Hmm.
If you cannot go to the past and cannot go forth into the future with your thoughts, what is here? As in, is there is there a belief here or is there a feeling here or what's here?
There's awareness of my body here.
Hmm.
Yeah. Awareness of where I am right now, of this moment, of a car driving by.
Car driving?
There's a car driving
Oh,
by.
oh, but oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You don't hear that, do you?
No,
No. Okay, good.
no. Good microphone.
Yeah, I thought so, but
Hmm.
good to check it.
Hmm.
And then my mind goes like, oh, you know, there's a car going by. Can you hear it?
Hmm.
That's the
Hmm.
mind kicking in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's here now? I'm enjoying my beautiful plants that are sitting in the window playing.
Mm.
There's peace, rest. And still, my mind is like, but this and that, and you
Yeah.
have to responsibilities, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already busy with the next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wants to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And what if there's no next? What if that was just a thought?
Ah, that's marvelous. Yeah, that's instant rest. Yeah. And my body
Because
can really relax. Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
can really relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the you, that is really relaxing. What about that one?
Mm, that's a
What
good
about
one.
that you? As in, can you locate it? Oh, there's me.
Yeah, there's me sitting in this chair, in
Hmm.
this world, this room, in this body.
Hmm. And what if that is just a thought?
Yeah.
Because if you cannot access your thoughts,
Yeah.
where are the thoughts coming from? You?
From my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that you?
Hopefully not. If I were to be defined by my mind, that would be restricting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
can
thought,
think about you, but
yeah.
that is just what it is, thinking about you.
Yeah.
That whole identity that was at one point created. Because
Yeah.
you learned that.
Yeah.
Oh, you are Corijanne.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you are
Yeah.
like this and like this and like this.
Yeah.
And then you believe, oh, I'm like this and like this.
Yeah.
Thoughts about it
And
that
you
became
start to defend
beliefs
it. You start to
and start to
defend
defend it
it.
because you
Yeah.
believe it,
Yeah.
because that is the identity based on all the thoughts and the beliefs created.
Yeah.
Yeah. You defend it. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's also driving you crazy.
But who is it driving really crazy?
Yeah. Your mind, the thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if you could unpeel you,
Hmm.
unpeel the word, like what is behind it? What's left?
And nothing.
Yeah.
Space. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's freedom. There's no need to do anything, to be anything.
Yeah. And even those are
Yeah.
thoughts about it. Like
Yeah.
I can't even say that that is freedom because
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
freedom is just a concept. And
Hmm.
what about freedom from all concepts of freedom?
Wow.
Right? Because
Yeah.
those are just concepts. Those are just
Yeah.
ideas. Anything I can come up with, anything I can say here is just a thought that comes to expression in forms of words, true language.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. In
what is
itself.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In itself, the word freedom, they are just sounds. And we've put on all kind of meanings, perceptions
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's coming through language.
Yeah.
So what are you without language?
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anything we can say here is just
Yeah. And my mind
putting
is trying to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fathom it,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah, yeah.
can't. It
Yeah. Yeah.
no.
It can only come up with more thoughts about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It goes already to the next in a kind of way.
Yeah.
There is this which we cannot even name, and now we have to do something with it,
Yeah.
labeling it, whatever.
Yeah.
But what if this is already it?
Yeah. Wow.
This that is here beyond words, beyond concepts, beyond ideas,
Yeah.
beyond anything that the mind can come up with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how does it feel here?
Yeah. That's peaceful. Endless.
Yeah, yeah,
Spacious.
yeah,
But again, these words try to define it,
yeah, 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 yeah,
to contain it in a
yeah,
way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And what if this is something that cannot be contained? Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yet it can be nice to give a word to it, but it's nice to also see through that and
Yeah.
through that those are just words, because otherwise we're going to take them so seriously.
Yeah.
And it all becomes so serious.
Yeah.
It's this or it's that, and then
Yeah.
one says this and one the other says that, and then there's conflict, and then right,
Yeah.
even go into a war, right? But they're
Yeah.
all words. And what if
Yeah.
nobody knows?
Yeah. And also the thought is occurring now, like it's almost um yeah, how do you say that? Like it's also not doing it justice to try to contain it in words. But that's the thought as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
That it's just us two. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So there's a kind of self-condemnation in it, like,
yeah.
and that doesn't serve anyone either. So
Hmm.
yeah, but that's what my mind does a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now there's a seeing through it.
Yeah.
What is in between self and no self?
Again.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's instantly being there again. Yeah.
We might as well be silent here.
Yeah.
And we might as well talk.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. It's both
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's-
Yeah.
yeah.
There's also something going on, like I want to hold on to this.
Yeah. That's the next.
Yeah.
right? That's the mind going to the next thing,
Yeah.
which is a joke
Yeah.
because there's only now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just wanting to holding on to it that makes it disappear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clear. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because then you're in the next, you're in a kind of castle in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And who is there even to hold on to it?
Yeah. Yeah. Wanting to holding on restrains, gives tension.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My mind is also like, yeah, but you can't be here always because you have to do things.
Hmm.
You have
It's the
to
next, and
live
there
in the
comes the
real
next.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 And the other side is also that there's something that, oh, that's the next, so it is wrong, or it is, you shouldn't, right? And
Yeah.
that's the other side. It's like,
Yeah.
it's, that's also the mind again in that way, because it wants to land on something. Like,
Yeah.
um, oh, I have to do this in the next, or oh no, I shouldn't think about this because that's just an illusion or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's all trying to get some grasp and to
Yeah.
land on something.
Yeah.
Um, and yet there is a flow here beyond the mind through which you don't have to land. You can. There's of course there's nothing wrong, and also in that sense there's nothing good, nothing wrong. In that
Hmm.
sense, you can there, yet there is from the mind you can choose.
Yeah.
Yet from this flow that is here, which is kind of, the mind can be a servant in that. But from this flow, there are just things happening. It's just life is automatically kind of moving. And like, I'm not thinking about the words that I'm saying here.
Mm.
It's just happening. They're just words coming out of my mouth. It's just,
Mm. Wow. Yeah.
so it's like kind of, and even that is a concept and that's an idea, right? Anything I can say here, just in that sense, just words.
Mm.
And it's just happening. And it feels really free because I'm not like trying to hold onto something at this moment. Sometimes that comes in, and then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That happens.
Hmm.
Mind really kicking in, or, these things happen. Uh, and yet, when I just go with that flow, and it's not even choosing to go with the flow, it just happens. And there are just words coming out of my mouth, and there's an aliveness in that flow, and life in that aliveness is just happening.
Hmm.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it can be that in that, there's my mind pops up, oh, I got to do my taxes. That's
Hmm.
something quite legit to do
Yeah.
and quite important, because if you don't, we all know what happens. So,
Yeah.
for most people at least. So, it's a wonderful servant, and yet to always be busy with that next thing is
Yeah.
like living in a castle in the sky away from what is actually here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel so alive to me as this now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, yeah. I
And
can
there's a
see that.
clarity here that is beyond the mind.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of a piece from it. That's also why I
Yeah.
call it peace of mind sessions, because it's like, yeah, it's there is a kind of freedom from that grasp, because I see through it. I see through the mind game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
still the mind game can come in, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, there I went again, you know.
Yeah, but you can choose to step in or out of it then. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. But
Yeah.
that choosing is also kind of from the mind. When I
Yeah.
see through that, then I kind of like I'm out of it, kind of.
Mm.
Yet in that flow, there's not really that much choosing. It's just happening. Like
Yeah.
if you really watch it, then there's kind of already like there's kind I don't know how to describe this, but
Mhm.
the mind is quite behind in a sense
Yeah, okay.
because
So
the
it's
mind can
more
be like oh this or this, but
yeah.
there's something that is already there is already a flow going to somewhere. And when I follow that, when I don't
Mm.
even consciously choose to follow that, but it's just happening, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's life is unfolding in such a different way than from this one fully.
Yeah.
You could call it intuition, or you could call
Yeah.
it from the heart, from
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's being attuned to yeah, to what wants to happen, to the flow, to the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful.
yeah. Living here now
Yeah.
instead of in next or oh what happened then and then and then and then and going back. And it's there's also nothing wrong with it again, right? It's like, but it's just yeah, I want to yeah, I love there's a love to be here.
Hmm.
Yeah. And like I say, I want to, but even that is a joke because that is the whole concept of I is just, it's the whole construct, which
Mm.
is made up.
Yeah.
There, I cannot find me.
Mm. Yeah.
The me beyond the concept of me, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There's no separation
Hmm.
between because me is kind of the suggests a separation because I am me, you are you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
between all of that. But
Yeah.
in this flow,
Yeah.
there's and now it kind of could become the flow. So that's the also the thing. Like I'm just using words,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's not the words that I say,
Yeah.
but in lack of better words, in that flow, there is no separation between because there's no me
Yeah. Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I use me because language, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
So where
convenient in this world to use the concept of me. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah. What about me? Yeah.
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 What do you feel right now?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel it's true. And my mind is trying to process it, to grasp it, to understand it, to make sense of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what if
Yeah.
this cannot be grasped? Not by the
Well,
mind.
then it just is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yet when you're here, when you don't go with the mind ping pong,
Mm-hmm.
because it's trying to grasp it, so it's like it's not really here. It's like away from here, trying to but how is this? It's like in the
Mm-hmm.
clouds, kind of, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't go away with that, what if it's actually already here,
Yeah.
right? What is here?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. space. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no separation to give it a word. Yeah. Amazing.
It's amazing, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite
There's also
clear.
lightness. There's
Light.
humor. There's
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. There's some kind of weight lifting off my shoulders.
A weight coming off of your
Yeah.
shoulders. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All that you had to, which was just an idea.
Yeah.
All that you needed to
Yeah.
accomplish,
Yeah.
whatever, right? All these ideas, all these constructs, all these thoughts about
Yeah.
what you should or shouldn't. Hmm?
Yeah.
And then the joke is all of that is created by an imaginary self because it's
Yeah.
created. It's like the whole identity construct that is then believing I have to do this and this and that. But all of it is just a joke.
Yeah.
And when you see the joke, you can laugh. And it's not
Yeah.
that serious anymore. And it becomes fun.
Yeah.
Also because you don't have to go
Yeah.
on in that red reel all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
I hear my mind object somewhere in the
Yeah.
back, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Yeah. My mind wants to be important. It wants to be someone. It
Mm.
wants to be
Yeah. Yeah.
acknowledged. It wants to be,
Yeah.
yeah, responsible. Yeah. 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 But it's so wonderful. Why would you do that to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite clear, huh? There's a kind of clarity. Do you feel that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the clouds suddenly are
Yeah.
gone and you see so clear through it, but it's not even from the mind.
Yeah.
The kind of the clouds seem to be like coming from the mind with all the thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So it's
Yeah.
not even clarity of mind, it's clarity of no mind.
Yeah. Clarity of being. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always there. Like the sun is also always there.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that, huh?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, we
sun
did.
that's always shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even at night, the sun's still there, but we can't see it because it's
Yeah.
night
Yeah.
in our view. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
our
Exactly.
restricted view.
Yeah. Yeah. And the sun in that as the metaphor for this that doesn't come and go.
Yeah.
Because there's this that comes and goes, which
Yeah.
you could see as like the weather on Earth. Like we're like, oh no, it rains and or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, or we're
Yeah.
like happy that it rains. Could also be, but most people they're not that happy
Mm.
when it rains. Yet
Yeah.
the sun is always shining. This is that
Yeah.
doesn't come and go.
Yeah.
This that is not changed by the whole climate, right? It's not
Yeah.
this that underlines kind of everything, and that's all saying too much because it's not that what I say, but it's in between the words that I say, and it's It seems to be always here, but I
Yeah,
cannot even know because
yeah.
that's just
And that is even here when the sun stops to shine, you know? Yeah,
right. Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Because we know that someday this sun will stop shining, but
yeah,
this being will never stop.
yeah,
This, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's clarity and also it's soft clarity. I don't know how to describe it, but for
it's
me,
soft, it's
for me
subtle,
it's like
right?
soft clarity. It's not sharp, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
It's soft.
yeah,
It's, yeah, full of compassion, so to say.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of so soft and so subtle that it's like for most overlooked. It's like,
Yeah.
it's and it's we've kind of become like most have kind of become like, and I was that like for almost 30 years, like a thoughtaholic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you
Yeah.
go off the alcohol and this way the thoughts,
Yeah.
then there's a kind of, you know, you got to sober up from it because
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's so used to having
Yeah.
thoughts all the time that
Yeah.
it's almost like, can you even live without thoughts? But you like if you're in this, it could be the question like, could you even live without that? Like how to function in life, right?
Yeah.
Before that, there's even like, oh, but you don't even question it. Like
Yeah. It just
it's
happens.
happening all the
Yeah.
time and
Yeah.
you're taking next shots and you don't
Yeah.
know that what could be there
Yeah.
without all of those thoughts. But
Yeah.
in the beginning it can be quite weird because you're not used to it, just like when you're off of alcohol. It's like it
Yeah.
takes some time to to
Yeah.
digest all of that.
Yeah. And I just realized, like, the thought, I want to eat something, I need some sugar.
Yeah,
It starts with a thought.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And once you see that, you can think, yeah, do I have to believe this thought? No.
No, no. And still you can eat something or you
Yeah.
cannot, or you don't, right? It's like,
Yeah.
in that sense, it's like whatever, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. But you have a choice then, instead
In
of,
some kind of way, we do.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
instead of just following the thought because you believe it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And this goes deeper than just thinking, okay, I have that thought, but I don't want to eat this. It's deeper because it's even questioning the thought itself, why it comes up. You know?
Hmm.
Can you see that?
Questioning the thought itself.
Yeah. At, at first I was thinking, okay, I
The
have the
truth of it.
thought. Yeah, I have the
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah.
so I have to react to it,
Yeah.
either eating or not eating. That's the choice I have. But if you can see that the thought in itself isn't even relevant, that goes
Can be.
even deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can be and cannot be, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, on the absolute level, the whole thing about time where the mind is really connected to, and it goes to the past and it goes to the future, but
Hmm.
when you see to the joke, there's only now, so in that sense there's not even that, which is also connected to the thoughts, because with thoughts
Hmm.
we do that, and with thoughts we create we create beliefs, and the bunch of beliefs creates the identity. um and that is all a joke, Yet there is on the relative, the earthy level, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
um, there is a moving in this body, right? There is and the body, as far as I have seen, and maybe that is also a belief,
Hmm.
but for me it sometimes responds. It sometimes asks for something through thoughts, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, eat something, but maybe it's not true thoughts because it also like no, there is. It seems like here for me, and this is also an exploration for me.
Hmm.
It first starts with a feeling,
Yeah.
right? It first starts with like feeling hunger, for
Yeah.
example, right?
Yeah.
And then the thought comes with it. Oh, that means that, for example, oh, I don't feel so well, so I gotta eat some sugar.
Hmm.
And it could be that that serves you to do that, and it could be not.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. 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 But the thought I have to eat some sugar is already an interpretation of the feeling you had.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Interpretation, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it can be that at some like now there's these thoughts coming in
Hmm.
about they're interpreting interpret it's an interpretation
Interpreting. Yeah. Yeah.
of the feeling,
Yeah.
for example hunger,
Yeah.
um, and then it's like, oh, I gotta eat some sugar, so thoughts coming in. And it can be that when you're no longer thoughtaholic, when
Hmm.
you're it becomes less, it becomes more quiet here, and that there's not even the thought coming in, oh, I have to
Yeah.
whatever, but you already move to the food and
Yeah.
eat it
Yeah. Right. Right.
without that
Yeah.
intermezzo of the
Yeah.
mind, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we have a mind intermezzo.
Yeah. Well, that would be beautiful because I think, but that's a thought again, that maybe then you'll actually, hopefully, eat what you really need instead of
Yeah,
of
yeah.
eating what you think you need.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that can be disconnected from actually what the kind of the body needs, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh, I think that this is good for me,
Yeah.
and then I eat that. And I had
Yeah.
literally not long ago that I went to kind of a nature doctor,
Hmm.
call it in Dutch a nature therapist, and one of the conclusions that we had is that I took something, powders with all kinds of good stuff in general in it, but
Hmm.
my body doesn't react well on it. If I
Oh.
There's a sense that if I would have really listened to my body,
Mm-hmm.
beside, oh, from the mind, this is good for me,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Then maybe I wouldn't even have taken it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was really coming from here.
Yeah.
Yes, this is good for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
is that true?
Yeah. You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet, when I would ask my body, there is a response coming.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like if I gotta check something, then I could ask, right? But if I don't check, it's already like I just look into my fridge where I walk into the supermarket, and this I take and this I take. It's like, yeah. Or I feel like, oh, I would love some good risotto, for example. Yeah,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
took risotto out of the fridge today.
Hmm.
I love good risottos, and it's just coming like, "Ah, I would love some good risotto." It's like, and you could say that that is a thought, but it in that sense it feels really like the body reacting. But whatever words we give to it, it's like I don't really have to think about it. With the powders, I was like, it was really deciding from here,
Yeah.
oh, this is good
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
didn't really check with the body. And I can't, anyone could ask, you can just ask your body. It's like,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Hmm.
Mm.
How is your relationship with food?
My relationship with food. Um, I love food, but I'm also terrified of eating the wrong thing. So
Oh.
my body becomes, yeah,
Mm.
too large, you know? Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm terrified of becoming fat.
Mm.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't care. And
Yeah.
then I eat everything I want to. And then I'm ashamed of afterwards,
Oh yeah.
like of feeling guilty. I shouldn't have done that. And sometimes also feeling literally bodily awful of
Mm.
eating the wrong stuff. So
Yeah.
that's a clear sign then. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Same here. I have that too. Sometimes,
yeah, yeah,
like, why did I eat this? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I love food. Yeah, and almost everything. There's almost nothing I don't like. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And there's judgments, of course. Like this is good food. This is not good food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a tricky thing because it could become this I eat and this I don't eat. Yet,
yeah,
if you would follow the body, then maybe there is a moment, and of course that is not every day, that it would love some fast food.
yeah,
And who to how to yeah, who
yeah,
to say that that is wrong, right?
yeah.
Because if
Exactly.
you really enjoy it, and yeah, of course, if you eat too much from it, okay, but if you really enjoy that once in a while, what's wrong with that, right? So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah, same with vegetarian eating, I think, because I preferably eat veggie, vegetarian.
yeah,
But
same.
some, yeah, I had an episode like that I was really feeling like I need some meat right now. I
Yeah,
really do. So I just do it.
yeah,
And then you start questioning, okay, is this just me thinking I need it, wanting I need
yeah,
it?
yeah.
But now I'm in a period like when I think of meat, I think, no, 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 I
No,
don't want that. So yeah, that's for me also a good sign to see, yeah, I can really trust my body in that
yeah, yeah,
sense,
yeah,
what it needs.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because all
yeah,
these thoughts coming in, oh, really? Do I really
mhm,
need meat? And all of that, it can be irrelevant. If the body is asking for it, then right?
yeah,
It's all
yeah,
relevant.
yeah, yeah,
In a sense, all thoughts are as relevant or relevant as you kind of make them, right? It's
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, indeed. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I didn't hear it, so.
okay, good.
And it's release, right? That's,
Yeah,
that's how I
it
see
is.
it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's true. It's also a thought, whoa, we can do this. Yeah,
yeah,
that's also a
yeah,
thought, basically. Yeah,
yeah. As much
yeah.
as this thought that it's release that's coming from
Mm,
me,
yeah, yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah,
I don't know yet. It feels natural, so
yeah, yeah, true,
no,
true. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Body is a beautiful thing. And there's also the thought now we need it to function in this world,
yeah.
to be able to live our lives here.
We seem to at least.
Yeah, we
We could
seem
be
to.
kind of bound by it and not bound by it, right? It's
Yeah,
like it's like both because
yeah,
when seeing through the illusion of me, it's like there's no separation.
yeah,
So there's kind of being in this body, but
Yeah.
also not really because it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right? It's,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not who you are. Oh.
what if who you are
Yeah.
is just a thought?
Yeah.
And there's no really you in that sense, but
Yeah.
it seems to
Yeah.
be really real.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
It's one kind of manifestation of all that is, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like those little puppets playing in the field, the sheet
yeah.
of life, so to
Oh, yeah,
speak.
that
Yeah.
was a beautiful metaphor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said that you have this sheet,
Yeah, the field. Yeah. Or
which you
God
can call
or
the
the
field,
universe,
God,
whatever.
universe,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then in that batch sheet, it's like like all the how do you call that? The puppets, people, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They're like going into that sheet as in
Yeah.
being as in
Yeah.
doing like they're spooky, you know, like
Yeah.
you with a child
Playing.
going into that
Yeah.
and play with that.
Yeah.
Um, but it's all from the same fabric.
Yeah.
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 Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and this beyond words, beyond ideas, beyond language,
Hmm.
we can call it anything we want.
Yeah.
We can call it, the one, we can call it God, we can call it the
Yeah.
universe, we can call it whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and you could say
The unnameable.
the unnameable. There's so many
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, they're all words.
Yeah.
I cannot say it is God and I cannot say it is not God. Like it's
Yeah.
yet it seems to be that is always being pointed to, but we got lost in the language.
Yeah.
We got lost in the
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because then it became this, and then the other side know this, and
Yeah.
then they
Yeah.
were fighting over
Yeah.
words.
Yeah. Then there's judgment, basically. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 Fighting over words. Yeah.
fighting over words.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And also when you take that a bit further, when you say there's a me, there's a you,
yeah,
there's disagreement, there's wars. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yet to be able to see through the illusion of me, there's first it first starts in I don't know, kind of. It seems to be at least. I don't know the
Yeah.
whole process, like how exactly. Of course, I don't know because I'm also like essentially I don't know, and to come into that I don't know, like I know words
Hmm.
that in the past, like for sure when I was around 20, I like
Hmm.
that was super scary to
Mm.
be in like I don't know because
Yeah.
I had the belief that I should know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as long as you hold that belief that you
Yeah.
should know,
Yeah. Yeah.
we're not going into like
No.
you don't even like touch it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah. Yeah, that's also a process I went through. It's like I always wanted to explain, understand things with my mind, but yeah, I just came to the point like this is not working. I can't come there by argumentation, by words, by thinking, by yeah,
yeah,
by my mind because well, yeah, there's no answer there. just came to see it
Yeah,
as a way that leads nowhere.
yeah,
And there's only this knowing in yourself that helps because yeah, people say this, people say that, people say all kind of things,
yeah.
and you can't know what's true. You can't fathom it with your mind what's true. You only can rely on what you know inside, yeah, know inside, what you feel inside
Mhm.
when you're connected to this whole field.
And
Yeah,
even that is a belief,
yeah,
right?
yeah, because you
Because
already are. Yeah, yeah,
and that is belief coming. That's like this is in all in the language, in the words. But
yeah,
what is here without words?
yeah,
What is here beyond
yeah,
words?
yeah, yeah,
It already is. Like,
yeah,
and that's saying too much.
yeah,
Because it becomes another belief that I have to be connected to,
yeah,
I'm
right.
not connected to.
Yeah,
That's just a
yeah, yeah,
separation
right.
created by the
Yeah,
mind
yeah,
because
yeah. Yeah, when there
it
are no
already
thoughts, you it
is.
already is.
It
Yeah,
it all
true.
already is.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah, yeah, it really is a shortcut to,
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's like both true in a kind of sense that, what this already is. It's like the absolute truth. And yet on the earthy relative level, it's like, but like if you need money, right, then probably you got to do something.
yeah,
Right?
hmm,
So it's
yeah,
it's it's like both true and not true. It's like on one side, on the earthy level, you do stuff
yeah,
to get something, yet the qualities in that are already here. Like essentially, it's already all here. Yet,
yeah,
if you if you're on the streets, like if you need shelter, you need shelter, right? It's like
yeah. Would be nice. Yeah,
would be
yeah,
nice, but yeah,
yeah,
even that is also a belief, kind of, because
yeah,
there are also stories of people, who went away from all of it and they're just living in peace, as
yeah,
in no money, no shelter, no, and it's though, but that's like how many, like, right? It's like most of us we feel like okay, that would be nice, and for me also, right?
yeah.
Like
For me too. Yeah.
there's just another belief that you have to let go of all of that to become enlightened or whatever,
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's another one. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
that you have to achieve
yeah,
something to become
yeah,
that.
yeah. To
But
give
what?
everything away that you have, for instance, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
And that's just a belief.
yeah, yeah,
What if it's already here? What
yeah,
if that you think that is not here is already the case, is
yeah,
already here?
yeah,
And
yeah,
that are the qualities, like the qualities, they're already all here. Yet,
yeah,
if you really want some money or if you really want to be in a
yeah,
relationship, yeah, then would be nice to do certain things.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah,
yet the
yeah,
essentials are
yeah.
here.
And in that sense, it's the attachment to things that make you do something, or make you want to do something.
The attachment to things.
Yeah, the attachment, for instance, to I want shelter, that means you have to, well,
Yeah,
do something to get
yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I think maybe that's what meant with no attachments. If you don't have those attachments, then, but maybe that's another thought as well. Thoughts are attachments.
Yeah, yeah, and the no attachment is also it becomes the next thing to do. It's the
Yeah,
mind going to
yeah,
the
right.
next.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah,
what if there's here a flow and it doesn't even matter if there are attachments or not,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
right? It's like
yeah. Yeah.
um and I have been in the no attachment for a time.
Mm-hmm.
And at a certain moment I was like honestly I was a bit like fuck that, It was like
Mm-hmm.
because talking about attachment, what a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was such love and such like I want this,
Yeah.
which creates a relationship. What is there any relationship without attachment? I don't
I
know,
don't know. Yeah.
but with most, there certainly is, right? It
Yeah.
seems like at least. And with me also. And that also created a kind of worth, a kind of like, it created that bonding, which is attachment also.
Hmm.
I I chose that because I really loved it.
Yeah.
So whatever
Yeah.
about all of that,
Yeah.
right?
And there's also some kind of saintly thing in it, like, why I'm not attached to anything. And
Yeah.
that's ego again. Yeah.
Spiritual ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not attached. So now I am,
Yeah.
on a
I'm
kind of pedestal
enlightened.
or something. What?
Yeah. I'm enlightened.
And now I'm enlightened. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I'm going to tell everyone how enlightened I am.
Yeah.
What
Exactly.
a joke.
What a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But this, what is here with you, like, the saying about this, chop wood, carry water
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
and chop
Beautiful.
wood, carry water after.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter that much what is happening
Yeah. Yeah.
when not going into this one with the thoughts, right?
Mm.
And on the line, along the way, it can help you. It can be the reminder, oh, I got to do my taxes, right?
Yeah.
Those things can be there. And
Yeah.
yet, when seeing through this whole mind game, it's like it doesn't really matter that much, as for me at least. And
Hmm.
it can also be here with you. What happens or not happens? Because it matters if you're searching for something, if you want it differently.
Yeah.
But if it's already here,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can still choose to be like, oh, I would love to go on a holiday, or I would love to do this job or this what, right? But
Hmm.
yeah, essentially, does it really matter that much, right?
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
How do you
And
feel?
also sometimes I do enjoy doing the taxes. I mean, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
administration as well. So
yeah,
yeah. Sometimes, not always, but
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So how do you feel? So how do you feel?
I feel mixed a bit. I feel wow because of the space there is and everything. And also I feel a bit sad, like
Mm,
I don't know why actually. I don't know why. It's just that sadness is here.
mm.
Maybe because I've been beating myself up for so long. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that one before in sessions. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that one is online. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, also someone like there's a sadness that,
Yeah.
why all that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay as well. I
Right?
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also love in it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Mm. And there's also excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah. It comes and goes, and that's okay. Whatever is here. Yeah. And now there's relief, peace again.
Mm. The peace of no mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and it's also not no
yeah,
mind because there is it is there and it is not. It's
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
yeah, beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So clear. Mm.
yeah,
It's like clear when not being away with the thoughts, and when the thoughts come in, it seems to get less clear.
yeah,
And that the clarity of mind that people speak about is maybe even a clarity of no mind, because when it
yeah,
all becomes clear, it's like, are you really thinking about it, or is it
mm,
just clear
yeah,
because the thoughts fall away and it just all makes sense, not through the mind but through in a different way.
yeah, yeah.
And that, with going with the thoughts again, like they it's also good to round it up with that the mind will probably, maybe not, maybe, I don't know, but it can, you know try to get grasp again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
um
Mm,
yeah. And if you feel really challenged with that, let me know, right? um yeah. And if not, perfectly fine, right?
mm,
Yeah. It's whatever comes up. Maybe there's also this thing that happens with more people, like, oh, I lost it, right?
mm,
Oh, I lost it. But that's
yeah,
just a thought
yeah.
that
That's
you
just a
lost it.
thought. Yeah, yeah.
You can
But I
never lose this,
no,
as
and
in it seems
those
like.
yeah, and those questions like what's between what's here and what's not here. That's for me is so a shortcut to that
Mm.
again, to be there instantly again. Yeah, yeah.
What's
That's really
between here and not here?
yeah, or what's between the words,
What's
just that
between thoughts and
question.
no thoughts?
Yeah, what's between me and not me?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, we
functions
talked about
as
this. Yeah.
yeah, such a good shortcut
Yeah.
to instantly be there again. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It's really, really helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. And to even make it broader in a sense, um, what if this that is here and that is kind of experienced, even though that is not a good word for it, when
Hmm.
not being away with the thoughts. What if that is includes kind of also the thoughts, but with the thoughts we seem to be farther away from it. In other words, what if the thoughts are also it, right?
Yeah,
It's
right,
all it.
right. Yeah,
It's
right.
all just
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
web of.
yeah. Oh, that's a good one because otherwise you're going to judge your
Otherwise, it's like,
thoughts
oh, I
again.
lost
Yeah.
it. I'm
Yeah.
away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, and
But it's
also there's
like,
judgment again over your thoughts, or over having thoughts.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's all like part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Incredible. Yeah.
Enjoy this
Amazing. Yeah.
incredible
Thanks.
and amazingness.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's not incredible and amazing, of course you experience that more as more challenging. And yet, what if that is also it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thoughts, no
Right.
thoughts,
Yeah.
heaven, hell. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, if you need support, reach out, right? So it's not like,
Yeah.
oh, I just, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I have been through, okay, just a little before rounding up, because it kind of in some way feels like, okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um this is where the float leads. um I had an accident, with
Yeah.
the running accident, you know of it, and
Yeah.
people who
Yeah,
don't.
I know. Yeah.
Um, I fell on my face, and with running in a kind of deepening in the ground, I fell flat on and broke some parts here, and went into the hospital, had a surgery, need a long recovery from that. This is the first session since, which I'm really happy to
Mm.
do because I love this so much. And in that time, I, it was challenging at moments.
Yeah.
And yet, there is this is all like and it's a thought kind of. It's like I because understanding that this is all of it,
Hmm.
from there kind of going away from the thoughts, as in there can be the thought coming in, but this is all also it, or feel just very viscerally, but
Mm.
this is also it, and in that there's a kind of peace
Yeah.
that even with all the physical pain, I had a time also
Yeah.
before painkillers, um, like even in that pain, so present, so here, because
Hmm.
going away with the thoughts was not even really possible at moments.
Mm.
That it was so present that it was a kind of a present in the present
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be so here,
Yeah. Wow.
like it was on steroids, kind of present.
Yeah.
And even that is just words. I'm just
Mm.
describing that I was so here.
Yeah.
Um, so it's even in that intense pain. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. 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 Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's ever the thought coming in, oh, but in this situation, like, oh,
Yeah.
even in
Right.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Even like it's all,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only separation that can come in is this one.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And seeing that is like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
can play.
Yeah.
Enjoy the
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I can absolutely use some playing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Robert.
You too.